Hi there, I'm Dr. Gray, and this is little Johnny here.
Hi.
So Johnny came up to me the other day with a task from school, and he asked me what the carbon cycle was, and how we affected. So I decided to help him out with the amazing Dr. Gray's explanation session that makes everything easier. Carbon is located all around the world. However, the cycle is slowly starting to crumble right before our very eyes. Up until 150 years ago, the carbon cycle was undisturbed and in perfect state. That was until we came along and started to disrupt it, changing the world around us. Global warming, climate change. These are just a few of the examples of what has happened to the place we now call home. But before we go any further, let me ask you a question. Do you know what carbon is? No? Then let's start with that.
Okay.
Carbon is everywhere on this planet. It is something that we always depend on. Without it, life on Earth would change drastically. Carbon is found in many different forms. This includes plants, animals in their waste or dead forms, coal, and also many various non-living things. Although carbon is contained in these vast amount of organisms, they are mainly found in humans, trees, clouds, the sun, and the animals.
So basically we eat carbon, we breathe carbon, and we live on carbon.
That's right.
And without it, we wouldn't be complete. It is found everywhere on Earth and water as well.
Spot on, Johnny.
But how does carbon reach everywhere, around the Earth and ocean?
Well, there's something called a carbon cycle.
Ah.
As I have already told you, carbon is everywhere. When the carbon is in the air, it is called carbon dioxide. Plants and trees absorb carbon dioxide and the sunlight to grow bigger, and someday bear their own fruits or flowers. When animals eat the plants, they eat carbon within it.
Just like us, right? We eat animals and plants too.
Exactly. The animals then produce waste. Some of the carbon from the waste absorbs into the ground, and some travels back into the atmosphere. There is another case when either animals or plants die. Their forms disintegrate and get stored underground. Carbon is trapped underground for millions of years. They then can be crushed or pressured by soil and other things above it. This turns the carbon into gas, oil, and coal. Factories dig this up from the oceans and ground and burn it, resulting in carbon being released back into the atmosphere.
Oh, so the animals eat it, and when they die, it goes underground and turns into oil and coal that we use.
Yep.
So that's how it works. But what exactly does it mean when they say that we affect the cycle?
It means this. Humans affect the carbon cycle during combustion of any type of fossil fuel. This includes oil, coal, or any other type of natural gas. Carbon is said to be fixed in place, but we humans intervene with the cycle by burning the fossil fuels. During this, air, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water molecules are released back into the atmosphere. The extra carbon dioxide released into the air stays there because there aren't enough trees to suck it in.
So we should stop cutting down the trees, right?
Exactly right. We need to stop cutting down rainforests, not only because it helps with the carbon cycle pattern, but the more trees are cut, the more animals die. This is the only way we can have an equal balance in the atmosphere.
Hang on, so what does this exactly do to our planet?
Many different things. Global warming is caused because of us, and this is because of all the leftover carbon in the atmosphere. We are the only solution to the carbon cycle. If we don't reduce our carbon footprint now, it will eventually be too late.
So basically the leftover carbon in the air acts as a blanket around the Earth and keeps the extra sunlight in. And so this causes global warming, and the only way to stop this is to stop cutting down trees and reducing our carbon footprint.
100% correct.
But how do we reduce our carbon footprint exactly?
We can reduce our carbon footprint by limiting our use of vehicles and use of public transport. We can also save the amount of electricity that we use by turning off the lights when we aren't using it, turning off a TV power point rather than just the off switch on a remote, and also turn down the central heating in your house. We can also reduce our carbon footprint by using less water and also going on less holidays.
Less holidays? How am I going to survive?
Well, it's either less holidays or something worse, so...
Less holidays it is. There are so many ways that we can help fix the world. So you sitting there, you can change our world for the better. The little old you can help shape our world into a better place, like it was 150 years ago. If 10-year-old me can do it, so can you. So be brave, make a change, and let's see what you can do for the Earth, for our country, and for our home.